It's the Dace Man Show, featuring Gibby, Frank Ward, Cheever, Tits, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Frank Klein, Chris Bompadre. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular Basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
What's up, Dace-tacular Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Dace Man Show. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and joining me possibly for the last time, because he didn't rap it before he tapped it, Gibby!
Dun, dun, dun. I didn't do it.
You did do it. That's the
do it.
problem.
No, I didn't. No proof.
You can't call Shaggy and say it wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Oh, man, I can't believe that within, like, the next 24 hours,
Got me in the shower. Wasn't me.
you're going to be a dad.
I know.
What the hell is this world coming to?
Who would have ever thought? Who would have ever thought that would ever would have happened?
I had you pegged as the last guy.
Last
the group.
guy, and yet I'm the first.
Yes, I can't believe it, man. So this could be, fittingly, because it might be your last show, nobody showed up.
Of course.
So I assume that if we ever had like a in memoriam or immemorial for you, and you died, this is kind of the turnout.
Woo!
And I'll be giving a eulogy to just, I'll live stream it just so somebody can watch from a distance.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Well, it's good to be back in the basement. Unfortunately, I was not here last week because I was stuck in Boston with the Cap Hats and Chappies.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How did the show go last week? I didn't even get a chance to do my typical stalk from a distance.
No.
That bad?
It was a struggle, unfortunately. It went okay. My segment went alright. Frank's went a little weird.
Well, did he do like facts to something?
Yeah, it was animal facts, and it was weird animal facts. Like, really weird animal facts.
Well, that's the fun part, because you never know what you're going to get with Franklin.
And then Tits, obviously, is just complete dead weight.
As you can tell, and your ears should be, I should probably fix this, because she is not here tonight.
Dun, dun, dun!
Why won't it let me fix it? What do you say?
I don't like you.
You're not wrong.
I know. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
What does that say?
It says, Dace, you are an idiot. If you can't read this out loud to everyone.
That does not. No, that does not say that.
Oh, man. It says, reset. None. No one likes me.
I don't get it. So, Tits isn't here. If you're reading the bottom thing and you haven't noticed that she's not here, I'm actually in her spot.
Yeah.
I mean, my boobs are kind of small, but still.
You can try and perk them up a bit for you guys.
Yeah, I apologize if you came here to hear her.
I feel sorry for you.
But yeah, I'm looking for the fucking Facebook comments thing.
Facebook comments. We have...
This is how you know you're old, because you can't fucking read anything on there.
Damn, man. Damn, that sucks. Anyway, we can always talk about our random stuff. Like, I don't know, Amazon had Prime Day.
Yeah. Did you get anything good off of it?
I just got a TV, Samsung, 55-inch, 4K for, I think it was like $300 or $350. And then I got a soundbar, or not soundbar, Jesus. Surround sound system, Logitech, which I think was like, I think it was like $300 as well. I wound up spending just under $800 after taxes and all the other crap that they charge you with nowadays. But that was pretty much it. I mean, I was looking in there. There seemed to be some good deals, some not good deals. My biggest issue was, I don't know if you were having it, but I kept getting the dogs.
Yes. As soon as you went on.
Oh, God. And anything that irritates me is like I found what I wanted, right? And then I would go back and go look elsewhere and see what other deals they have. And then I was like, all right, I want to buy this. And I couldn't get back. And I had to do it like 30 times before it would let me get back to the sound system I was trying to buy.
It was irritating because, like, if you try to go on there at 3 p.m. the day that it kicked off, dogs.
Yeah.
Just even though there wasn't really any good deals, but at that moment, but still.
I'm actually kind of interested if they ever admit how much money they lost because of this quote unquote glitch that they were having.
Yeah, and we don't care about your damn dogs.
Yeah. Well, apparently Amazon was named after like one of the owner's fucking pet or some shit. And that's why they whenever it breaks, they show pictures of dogs, which I had no idea that was a thing.
It's terrible, and they should feel terrible for it.
Yeah, but yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I said I was going through it. I didn't like how it was laid out this year, but that might have just been me. Because when you go to Amazon, like I preferred it when it was like a legit page, whereas this time it looked like it was much more designed around a phone.
Totally designed for mobile.
Yeah, and it was a lot harder because I'm looking it up on my laptop, and it was horrible to try and just browse through. It's like, why can't I just have like nice little thing like this is the category I want to look in instead of, oh, look at this, oh, look at that. It's like, no, I want a category, and it was ridiculously hard to go through it.
And their categories were fucking weird this year. Like, I feel like video games was its own category last year. This year it was mixed in with, like...
They put all computer games / accessories together, which I did not like.
You had to go through, like, 30 keyboards before you found your first game.
Yeah, and I tried looking at them. I couldn't find anything, mainly because it was weirdly segregated like that.
Yep. The only thing I got game-wise was the second Shadows of War, which was the sequel to that Lord of the Rings game, Shadow of Mordor.
I thought I saw a picture of you getting Mario or something.
Oh, I did. That's true. So they had Nintendo digital deals for Prime Day, where I got Super Mario Bros. 3 and a Legend of Zelda game from the original Game Boy for $5 each for the Nintendo 3DS.
Oh.
So it was like an exclusive virtual console thing for just Prime members. So that was neat. There's a bunch on there too. Those are just the two that I went, yeah, I need to have those.
Yeah. So I mean, it's right. I feel I'm really interested to see how many people were turned off because of the dogs. Because everyone I talked to had the issue. Yeah. I after a while I just gave up.
Yep.
I made the purchases that I wanted to make that I knew that I could find before I got frustrated with the system.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just called it a day. But I did notice that there were a lot of computer components, which I was really debating whether or not to do it, but it was just too hard to get the damn site to do what I wanted to do. So I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not going to bother.
The other thing I noticed too is, because I was frequently checking it today, a lot of the deals weren't claimed 100%. Last year when I was watching it, they got claimed 100% real fucking quick.
I almost question if it was because of the earlier issues they had. I think a lot of people just got turned off because it was the site. Like I said, I had issues with the site. It kept going to the dogs, but I also had issues trying to find shit when the site was working. Because like I said, it was much. I can understand if you had the mobile thing because it probably is way more mobile friendly than what it is if you're trying to do it on a computer. But honestly, I don't know anyone who searches on Amazon on their phone
that has money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone. Everyone I know, like everyone at work, we were looking at it on our laptops. We were looking at it on our computers, not on our phones. Like I don't understand. Like I understand that it's a major.
There's a lot of people that might have a phone that don't have a computer.
Well, there's a lot of people. It's a growing segment, obviously, but I feel like for something like Prime, when you're gonna need to be on it like 24/7 almost, I don't see how many people could actually be watching it on or trying to buy things through their phone because it just seems odd to me.
Yeah, well, it takes it back kind of like to those early eBay days where you were sitting there and you were sniping people right at the end of the auction.
Yeah,
because you're kind of doing that. It's kind of an auction, more or less, but it's like, oh, we're only gonna take this many people to get this
for the flash
thing.
sales, you mean?
Yeah. So I don't. It was, God, the mixture of stuff that was in the way to get to the thing you wanted was just a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I'm also wondering because you said like a lot of them weren't sold out. I wonder if that was because maybe the vendors couldn't offer as graded deals because they also increased the price to be part of those sales.
I can see that. Because the one thing we were talking about too before the show, a lot of other companies were sending out deals. GameStop did 50% off all new titles the week before,
I
and then
can't believe how much Walmart's going after him. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Walmart is pissed off at Amazon.
and then a kind of a side note to the still Amazon related, but it's not. So as you all know, if you follow the show or any other show that I've been on, I'm a big fan of wrestling. At an independent show, Jeffrey the Giraffe got in a battle royal, which is an over-the-top rope elimination shit thing.
Jeffrey the Giraffe from
Toys R Us, yes. So he's in there. He eliminates two guys, and a guy comes in. You know how he eliminates him? He smacks him across the face with an Amazon Prime package, and out goes Jeffrey.
There he goes.
And for whatever reason, the entire arena got quiet, and all you hear is Amazon Prime, bitch, and he smacks him. And Jeffrey goes over the top rope. That was amazing.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I was actually, when I went and got my classic beer, I don't know if you've been there in a while. Oh my God, they must have, because I was there not that long ago. All these Baby R Us and Toys R Us shopping carts. Holy, there's never in a million years is that liquor store ever gonna need that many shopping carts. Ever. And yet it's literally lining around this. I really want to see the owner, because I'm gonna ask him, did you steal all these? I'm just curious.
There's a little hint on the side of the card that says where you got it from.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't say your company. I'm just saying. But I was just like, that is so odd, but funny.
Oh, it was hilarious, because just to see purple carts outside of a liquor store, it's like...
Oh, there's purple and blue ones, because they're the mixture between Babies R Us and Toys R Us. I was like, damn! You scavenge that quick. That's like at work when we have layoffs and stuff, or somebody gets fired, man. It's like the cockroaches come out and just pick their cube.
Start taking things like off the desk and shit?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
But not personal items, right?
I've done it.
Not personal items.
Whatever they leave behind.
Damn.
They leave it behind, man. It's gone. It's gone.
Whew. Well, good to know if I have to clean out my office, because I don't want to take my shit.
It better be gone.
I got furniture and all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, your last day, man. If you leave that last day and it's still there, it's gone.
But hey, you gonna use that? I'm still here, Jerry. I got another hour. God damn it, Jerry.
It's crazy. I like it though. I like it.
So, the show, as you can see, is a two-man show. They usually work out pretty okay for us, depending how many articles you got, because I got nothing prepared. Although we could talk a little bit about sports towards the end of the show. It's All-Star Week.
I have a question that we talked about at work today, and I didn't realize. My boss brought this up to me.
Should I hit sports?
Sorry, it is about sports.
Should I hit sports?
If you want to, we can.
All right, everybody, it's time for... We're going back to the old formula. Sports!
About sports, you follow sports?
All right, since you led us such into suspense before the segment song,
All right.
what's your story?
Well, it's not a story. It's more like
What's
a
your
question.
question?
So I was asked.
Is this something I'm going to be able to answer?
I want to see if you can answer it correctly. For the World Series.
Okay.
How is home field advantage given?
All-Star game.
Incorrect.
It's the team that wins.
Incorrect. That's exactly what I said, and then I did research on it. Apparently, after the last year.
Oh, well, that's not fair.
Well, no, I think last year's World Series was also done the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they did it in, I think it was 15 when they did the new player, I forget what the hell those things are, but they do those packs. Football's got one as well, where the union goes in and creates the deal for the whatever.
Yeah.
So they actually got rid of that.
Why? That was always made it worthwhile.
Well, apparently, they're limited. You know how long they did it that way for?
Not 100% sure.
14 years.
Okay.
How many times did the AFC win compared to the NFC?
AL versus
AL
NL.
or NL, yeah.
I'm going to assume the AL won more because they've got the hitters.
AL won 10 out of the 14 compared to the National League. So I don't know if that played into it. They called it was a test thing anyway. But no, apparently now it's being done based upon the two teams that get in. Whoever had the better record
for the year
is going to be will have home field advantage.
Huh.
It's fair, but I didn't realize it because when somebody asked, because my boss asked me that, because I guess it came across the radio. I was like, oh, well, that's easy. It's clearly the
that kind of sucks for the All-Star game now too, because now what's the point of playing?
Well, I said it. I thought of it more. I said after he told me that, and then I looked it up. Clearly Googled it. Poor Frank. I was like, all right, now I'm curious. Why don't they just have it? The best hitters, like 3 from the NL, 3 from the AL. Whoever hits the most home runs.
Which was Bryce Harper and the Cubs, so the National League would have won.
I'm just saying. I feel like more people tune in for the Home Run Derby than they do for the All-Star game.
Did you watch any of the Home Run Derby last night?
I didn't even know it was time.
Neither did I, but of course I woke up this morning to see, because Bryce Hoskins from the Phillies had a hell of an outing.
That's good.
He got to the semifinals, I think,
Okay.
And then got murdered to the point where he just, as the guy was hitting him, he just threw the towel and went, "Stop, okay, we get it." But Bryce Harper won.
Yeah.
But there's controversy around it. You know why?
Why?
The official rule states you are not allowed to pitch a ball until the home run lands. So everybody's on a level playing field. His dad was his pitcher.
Yeah.
The balls weren't landing, and he was still pitching.
What do you mean?
So if I throw you a ball and you hit it, it's got to be recorded as a home run before you can pitch the next one.
Why?
Just, I guess, if you fall short.
So you fall
rather
short,
than assume it. It's the current rule. I don't know why it's the current rule, but it is what it is. So Bryce Harper's dad, the thing would go sailing over him. He'd look, and then just pitch the next one before the other one even landed. And there's a Chicago Cub who barely lost to Harper, and Harper they feel got 4 more pitches in because of the speed his dad was pitching by not following the rules. Because his dad kept going regardless of it waiting, where the other one did.
So, because you get a home run, you get the ball back.
No, there's a time limit. So there's 2 minutes. We'll just say it's a standard 2 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was number of balls. That's
Nope.
why I was kind of confused. Okay,
It was a standard 2 minutes. They just keep pitching.
Okay.
But his dad didn't wait until the ball landed. Whereas the other guy, the guy waited. Well, I don't know if it's officially landed or at least declared a home run, because there are some that go flying out of the fucking ballpark.
I was going to say, yeah, because you actually get punished for crushing a ball.
Yeah.
You crush the ball and you have to wait for that shit to land, you're fucked.
Yep. But apparently Bryce Harper's dad did not wait the allotted time or whatever the fuck it might be.
I don't realize that's a controversy.
Chicago is just up in arms because, like, no. Harper got 4 extra pitches because of the way his dad was pitching, which allowed him to beat out the Chicago Cup player. I don't care because ours didn't go all the way, but...
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I would have never thought that would be a controversy, but okay. I mean, I understand what they're going with here. I for some reason always thought it was number of pitches. And then if you got a home run, you got the ball back.
That's what I thought. It was like a number of balls. Well, at least that's how it is in the video games.
Yeah, that's exactly. Because when you do a home run derby in a video game, that's how it's done, and I just assume that's legitimately how it was done in the majors. That seems kind of odd that it would be a time limit, because like exactly what you said, because you can literally benefit by getting more thrown. Like if you get more,
you just hit that
300th
mark yard or whatever it is, like the edge of the ballpark. That it is a home run.
But who determines when it hits that? Like, how is the pitcher supposed to know it hit that?
I don't know. I'm actually looking up the story.
Because if the guy crushes it and you know it's going out, but I don't know. That just seems odd. I mean, I could see it if it was like in the infield. Well, no, even if it's in the infield, like I don't see why you wouldn't just pitch the fucking thing as quickly as possible. This is for the fans, all right? For the fans. The fans want to see home runs. So
Well-
the more balls, the better.
Well, the Cubs were the only ones that seemed butthurt about this. The Cubby fans, because apparently their guy, Kyle Schwarber, he needed Harper only had to hit 9 home runs in a minute to tie him. And Harper did just that and then walked off with a home run during his 30-second bonus. But was his win legitimate? After Harper's dramatic win, some Cubs fans pointed out that Harper's father, Ron Harper, who was pitching to his son, didn't exactly follow the rules during the final minutes when Harper made his push to tie Schwarber. Per the rules, the pitcher must wait for the ball to land before throwing his next pitch, and Ron let some pitches go early during his son's barrage. And then they show the video.
Unless it's like cray early, I don't know. To me, that's a tough sell because unless it's really blatantly early, it would be really hard to say that he couldn't tell that it went over. You know what I mean? So to me, it seems odd, but whatever.
They changed it like 4 years ago.
2016 is when it went into effect. 2016 is when it came to the agreement. 17 was the first year that it took issue, from what I read.
Oh, okay.
So last year was the first year, but it went in 2 years ago. But I guess the players union or whatever happened after, I guess, that season already started, so therefore they had to follow those rules.
Yeah.
Because I think all the rules have to be cemented. You can't change them halfway through the season.
Makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, apparently there was controversy around the home run derby. That Harper got a few extra pitches in because there was one that I was watching. Some of them were just like, you know what, that's already gone. You know it's gone. Why is it a big deal?
That's what I'm saying.
There was one that they were still filming the ball, and next thing you know, you hear, oh, there goes another one. It's like, okay, that one might have been a little early. Consider the camera was still following the one out of the park and had to rush back to find the other one that was leaving the park.
I could see that being an issue.
Yeah.
For at least TV viewers. But like, if you're in the fucking stadiums for that, though, that would be great if they were just sitting there smashing each time.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That to me, that's much more fan interaction, which I feel like baseball has a
hard time doing.
Yeah, exactly. A hard time doing right now. Like, why don't we just have a home run derby before every game?
That's a good point. The only other sports news I had are the Philadelphia Phillies were first place going into the All-Star break.
Again? How?
First, they were a game and a half ahead of the Braves.
Get the hell out of here.
I don't know. And then
we stopped looking at it and they come back out of nowhere.
Yep, and apparently they're making a big for Manny Machado out of Baltimore. They're in the top runnings right now. I think LA has the sweet deal that's currently expected to be signed by tomorrow, but it doesn't mean the Phillies are out yet.
Let me guess, because LeBron went there.
Well, they yeah. It's like, well, LeBron's got to know something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But we were one of the front runners for him. I don't know if it'll actually happen. Us and the Brewers, as well as LA. I don't know why LA needs him. Well, Chase Utley did announce that he was retiring at the end of the season, so maybe that's why. Who knows? But yeah, I thought it was interesting. The Philadelphia Phillies are in first place, heading in the All-Star break. Let's hopefully they don't fucking drop after the All-Star break.
Who knows? We'll see what happens. It'll be fun.
It'll be weird to watch a postseason October not knowing any of the players' names.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll win it this year because no one's paying attention.
I think 2011 was the last time I was really into it. Maybe 12. Because 2008 they won it. 2009 they went back to the World Series. 2010 they fell short one game of the World Series because they lost in the National League Championships.
Yep.
The year after that, which would be 2012, they lost in the Divisional Series, and then they stopped making it.
They didn't stop making it. They got crushed.
Oh yeah.
Like it wasn't even like.
Well, all the people were gone by 2012.
Yeah.
All you had was Ryan Howard.
They were getting crushed. It wasn't fun watching them because of how bad they were. You just knew you were gonna watch a losing game.
Yep. And the cool thing was, we started our show when they started sucking.
Yeah.
So this will be a Dace Man Show first, and they go to the playoffs. Woo! Maybe we'll do a show from there. Woo!
That's what we need.
Yeah. Dace Man Show at the Phillies playoffs. He will run naked through Xfinity. I don't know if you can do that. You'll be a dad.
Yeah, I know.
Now he's got to think of things before he does them because he's about to be a dad.
No, I don't.
All right. Somebody else will raise the kid. Fuck it. Go for nude. Anyway, I think we've killed enough time.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see once we get to the end of your segment and go, shit, we still have 30 minutes to fill. Anyway, it's time for gaming news with Gibby.
That escalated quickly.
Boy, it did. The next expansion for World of Warcraft is on the horizon, guys. Battle for Azeroth.
Jizzard.
Set to launch in August, but ahead of its release, Blizzard would roll out
Jizzard.
a big pre-expansion patch this week that sets the stage for the upcoming updates and introduces a number of new features.
I'll roll you out.
So I know they put their updates on Tuesday. I'm trying to remember if it's Tuesday morning or night. So that's today. But yeah.
You gonna go back into it? I mean, you're gonna be a dad, so you might not be able to spare your time, but
I keep wanting to go back into it. My only problem is
I'm a level 1 Doors.
I keep telling everyone, I'm like, if they would just lower their monthly subscription, literally cut it in half, I think they would be able to rebuild their player base.
I'd give it a shot again.
It's $144 if you do the 6-month plan.
What?
Yeah, in order to actually subscribe to it.
On top of the $60 for the disc?
Well, you probably would have to spend close to $100 something in order to get, because you have to buy all the expansions at that point.
So, day one, all-in price is about $244 if you want to start playing this game. Because you got to buy the 6 months. The plan.
The 6-month plan is $72.
Oh, okay. So all in total could be $172 then.
Yeah.
All the expansions plus 6 months.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
I agree, but I'm saying if it was because I was me personally, I would say $60 if they would just do a season pass type thing, how it went out, most normal fucking shitty companies that make you charge season passes, EA.
It's Jizzard.
In order to play, get all their expansions and stuff. If they had that as their subscription fee, I think they would have a lot more people. Because $60 is basically a price of a game, and usually when you buy a game, the life expectancy of it is roughly a year in most cases, like COD and things like that. It's pretty much every year they come out with a new one.
Sports franchises,
EA, and all of them, they're pretty much life expectancy is between 9 months to a year or something.
Unless you're that one guy still playing Lollipop Chainsaw, that lasts forever. It's been about 7 years now.
Exactly. can't fuck with Lollipop. But anyway, so to me, I feel because they charge you, to me, it's a crazy premium. None of the other MMOs out there, every other one that, Final Fantasy, they all keep lowering their price. Oh my god, shocker. Except WoW, they keep it up.
Jizzard.
Yeah, they keep it up. I don't know why.
I think it's because that fan base will pay.
Yeah. Because, what's called is at $60 now if you want to play for the year. Final Fantasy. And then a bunch of the other ones is, some of them went to free-to-play. I think Guild Wars now is free-to-play.
Isn't GTA Online free-to-play? That's a big one I keep seeing on Twitch.
They're free up to a certain point, I believe.
Oh, so they've got, loot crates you can buy.
Well, they have loot crates as well, but I think, if I understand correctly, when they come out with the next expansion, they put the prior one free.
I'm just asking for a friend who may have just bought this for $20 because of GameStop. Just saying.
So
might stream it. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So that's what I think it is, or it might just be free altogether. It might just be the loot box system. I have no idea.
I also bought Destiny 2 for $10.
Woo! So I don't know why, but good job.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
Woohoo!
But it was for $10. You can't turn down a game for $10. Even if it just sits on your shelf and you're like, yeah, I got both of them.
Damn right, I got both. But yeah, so we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna play it now. I would like to get back into it, but like I said, I just can't fathom the price tag is my problem.
How much would it cost you to get back into it?
I'd have to buy 3 expansions.
Yikes.
So the latest one's usually the 40, and then it's probably 10.10. So that's like $60 in expansions, and then I'd have to spend the
$70 or whatever.
$72. So it'd be just a little
130?
100 or something. Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Because WoW, because normally when it, well, yeah, like I usually play screw.
Damn.
Yeah. And I have a bunch of them. I'm up to Miss Pandaria, and then I'd have to buy. I'm pretty sure there's 2 or 3 extra I have to buy in order to get up to
Where Dan
current.
Raub's at.
Yeah, and then the new one's coming out in about a month. So.
Well, shit.
Yeah, and then I have to level my character again. God damn. I'm stuck at like 80.
So what you're saying is WoW is a lifestyle, not a game.
I mean it. Yeah.
That is your. If you are playing one game,
Well,
that is the game.
That is the selling point of it. Is they say that the reason it costs so much is because you're only going to play one game.
Which doesn't happen.
Which well, originally when WoW first came out for Vanilla WoW and then Karazhan, it was pretty much the only game I played. Pretty much 100% the only game I played. Because originally, prior to that, I was pretty much playing just StarCraft. I was playing StarCraft. I went into Diablo 2 a little bit, and then I went into Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne for a little bit. But then I went right back to StarCraft. That was just my lifelong obsession.
Yeah, and I think the consoles were only at like PS2.
Yeah.
So there wasn't too much console competition at that point.
Yeah, you're right. There's not much there. And then WoW came out, and then I lost my life.
Yep, all senior year of high school. Just a fucking blur.
Yeah, that was... Man, some of those nights, dude. I was
yeah. You know, it was fun being friends with, like, him and 3 other people. I'm like, hey, you want to do something tonight? No, I can't. There's a raid. There's a raid. There's a raid.
We got a raid.
And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just... I'm moving to Georgia in a few months. It's cool. Go raid. It's a good thing I moved back.
Yeah, but that was interesting. Yeah, I was up sometimes, and my dad's a night worker, and I'd still be up when he got home, and the sun was rising, and I was like, shit, I didn't go to bed. Damn it!
There it goes again.
Yeah, there it goes again. God damn it! But yeah, it was nuts. It was crazy fun. The original WoW. Karazhan was pretty fun too. I did most of the raids in Karazhan. But then after that, they just kept nerfing the crap out of the game. And then that was my biggest issue with it. It became a lot easier. It became much more pub friendly. But, I mean, I understand why they did it. It's just...
All about the money.
Yeah, it's literally all about the money. Because the majority of the people... Like, I was one of the few that actually got to experience some of the endgame content. Just because you needed a good guild, you needed to be a good player. It actually rewarded people who were good at the game, and punished those who weren't.
Hi.
Yeah. So.
That's why I never got into it.
And then obviously, not good for making money.
Yeah.
But what happens is then you kill your. It's kind of a double-edged sword because then you kill your people who are
willing to pay
the
money,
who are dedicated to the game. Because then you make it too easy, and then this is the reason why the WoW expansions come out like every other year. Because the dedicated people get an expansion, they'll beat the entire expansion in about 9 months.
Like a baby.
And then and then they have nothing to do. And then they stop playing.
They now have a baby.
Yeah, but they'll stop playing the game basically until the next expansion.
So what all you other developers should be listening to is what happens after that 9 month you release your game, give them something to do, and then just like hope that game finishes in a couple months.
Yeah, so it's interesting because right now they're pretty much on the track to do it's every other year for the past. God, I don't even know. It must be like 8 years now. Every other year they come out with
Jizzard.
So
For Jizzard.
But we'll see. Anyway.
Jizzard.
Mario. Woo!
Mario!
One of the most controversial competitors in Mario Tennis Aces is going to be nerfed later this week. Bowser Jr., whose extremely long reach makes him a little too good at reaching difficult shots, has been criticized as unbalanced among the community and pro players alike.
Guess I have not gotten to that point yet in the game.
I guess.
I think I've only faced DK.
That will. Well, it says pro player, so I assume you can verse each other.
Yeah, I'm still in the adventure mode. Come your tits.
All right.
I'm not that good.
That will need to be addressed this Thursday with a new patch that comes out. Among other things, reigns in Bowser Jr.'s power level. According to the patch notes, will adjust how fast Bowser Jr. can move when charging a shot and lower the angle to hit the ball back. Those changes may seem minor, but the notes are sure to point out that further balance changes are coming to Bowser Jr. before the August tournament. There's a fucking tournament for this? Jesus Christ. Rebalancing for a major tournament is likely a priority since he's dominated the tournaments and even led to finalists criticizing the game publicly. It's never good if
Whiners.
Professionals are whining against it.
Whiners.
Yeah.
Get better at the game.
Middle Earth Shadow of War.
That's the one I got on Prime Day.
Apparently, after early promising microtransactions were removed from Middle Earth Shadow of War, Monolith has officially removed all traces of the in-game market from the game.
I wouldn't have even known.
A number of game improvements also accompany this new update. To account for the removal of in-game purchases, the orcs previously recruited through online vendettas or ranked conquests are now unlocked via a garrison. Those orcs can still undergo training and the player can still upgrade and customize them, but all of that will be unlocked with in-game Marian? I guess it's their currency.
Okay.
So there you go.
I haven't played the first one yet.
They got rid of all of your microtransactions. So now you can't just go in and become I'm the best because I just dropped 10 grand into this game.
Well, shit. I just bought it. I needed to do that.
Damn. Sucker.
That sucks. I haven't played the first one. I have the first one, and then saw the second one for a discounted price. Went, yeah, why not? Now I have both.
There we go. There you go. See, on the shelf, I got both.
Yeah, I need a new shelf because I've bought too much stuff I don't play.
Yeah, that seems to be a problem. Seems to be a problem.
It always is.
PUBG continues to roll out a regular stream of new updates for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Patch 18 for the PC version is now available on the game's tester that introduces a new Sandhook exclusive vehicle and weapon, along with a handful of other features and tweaks to the popular Battle Royale game. The aforementioned weapon is the QBU, a new DMR that will only appear on smaller tropical-themed Sandhook map. It takes the place of the Mini 14 on the Sandhook and uses a standard 10-round magazine of 5.56mm ammo, which can be increased to 20 rounds with an extended magazine. Interesting. So they took I'm pretty sure the Mini 14 uses 9mm. So they actually put a rifle round in it.
Yay, rifle round!
I believe also the Mini 14 also is always... I wonder if it's always silenced like the Mini... whatever.
Yay, silence!
I've actually starting to play this game again. I keep going in and out because it's... my problem is I like the idea of the game. I just hate the game.
You should try Fortnite.
I might. I mean...
Kids played it down here.
Yeah.
I understand it.
It's I mean, it looks interesting. It seems like way more technical because you can build shit.
If the kids can do it, I think you can.
Probably.
I can't. They're way more advanced than I am.
Yeah. But
I was like, hey, I got Super Mario Bros. 3 on my Nintendo 3DS.
See, my thing is like that game might be easier to play with a controller.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you probably need to limit your options. But I don't know. I like PUBG. It's just like I said, I like it, but I don't like it. I have a love-hate relationship with that game at the moment. But I do like how they keep coming out with new content. I do think they're making it better. It's just the problem is they're just they're apparently really far behind Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
Fortnite lit a fire under their fucking ass.
Yeah, they're not pushing it out as quickly enough, and they're.
And Fortnite keeps getting sponsorships, like not but partnerships. Like Thanos was in the fucking game.
Yeah.
And then they're dropping in another superhero or something.
Yeah,
like
but see,
that.
the thing is, you can do that now because it's more cartoony.
You could have put Thanos into PUBG. It's a real thing.
Of course, real. Of course, yeah.
How many? Hey, where do you think these two went?
Snap.
Half of it's now perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced. Damn.
Yep. When Frank was last on the show, he was 29.
True. And now he's dead.
Yeah, now he's dead.
Next, special edition Xbox One Army Forces controller is returning once again. Following its initial run in 2014, subsequential release in 2015, Microsoft announced it's launching a new iteration of the camo gamepad due to popular demand, and is slated to arrive next month on August 14th. Dubbed the Armed Forces 2 controller, the new gamepad supports the same camouflage pattern as a previous incarnation. Albeit this time it boasts...
Albeit.
Okay. It boasts a hint of orange on the bind button. It also features a 3.5mm stereo jack, Bluetooth, textured grips, and all the other features available in a modern Xbox One controller.
This is just a controller with a new skin?
Yeah, I actually like it. I don't know why PlayStation doesn't do something like that. It'd be nice if they would do something like that and then do it for like charity, sort of like how Overwatch did with the pink Mercier skin. But anyway, because you can always do like Wounded Warriors. There's several good charities out there for veterans.
Wounded Warriors is the one that comes to mind.
Yeah. Anyway, Overwatch.
Jizzard.
28th hero is Hammered. Hammerst.
They have 28 heroes.
Oh wait a minute. Hamster. I can't.
The name is just Hamster.
Yeah.
Well, in your defense, Jizzard usually has weird fucking names. So
yeah. No. His hero is a hamster named Hammond.
Hammond Hamster.
Whose in-game code name is Wrecking Ball. I hope they got Katy Perry on it. Or not Katy Perry. It's
that's right. Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. Come at you like a that should be his all. Wrecking Ball. And then everyone's ears just bleed. Anyway.
Like, oh no, he's gonna get nude.
Blizzard announced he'll be rolling into Overwatch on July 24th.
Next week.
Players who own Overwatch on PC can get an early look at Hammerden unique abilities on Overwatch's public test realm. Wrecking Ball has been given a number of new skins on the public test realm, each giving Hammered a diverse range of looks, from a mutant-looking biohazard skin to a punk-looking mayhem skin.
Like the little shitheads that ride the Kia Souls.
I don't know. Oh, that'd be great. We've compiled all the arts if you want to look at it on GameSpot.com.
Yes.
There's actually a decent amount of them. Damn. But Blizzard understands how, paying for things work. As long as they're cosmetic, people normally don't give a fuck.
Jizzard.
Game break-in, Star Wars.
No.
Problem. I got a couple stories about Pokemon Go. And that's all I got, by the way.
Well, we're at 8:46, so.
Nidiac or Natonic or whatever.
Nanatic.
What he said. Pokemon Go is turned 2 this month. So 2 years old.
Happy birthday!
And the developers celebrating the milestone with a few notable ways. On top of the ongoing summer-style Pikachu event.
Yeah, that's irritating as shit. The little hat. He's a little douche. He looks like a douche.
Yeah, I know. You can upgrade him, and Raichu also
has a stupid hat?
Yeah.
Anyway. Is the hat always going to be there?
I guess.
I'm done. I'm over. It's over. It's done.
The studio shared a new piece of art to commemorate Pokemon Go's second anniversary, and it contains the first hint of the next generation is on its way. The artwork, which you can see probably online anywhere, guys, features trainers and other human characters from Pokemon Go, surrounded by many Pokemon that have appeared in the game to date, including several Gen 3 Pokemon and Alolan
Alola?
forms. Intriguingly, among the Pokemon are Turtwig, Shimar, and Piplup.
They sound like poor versions of the original gen.
Yeah. The starting trio from the series' 4th generation title, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
2, I have not played.
This marks the first time that Pokemon Go has publicly acknowledged any Gen 4 Pokemon, which seems to hint that Sinnoh Masters are coming to the game in the near future.
Yeah.
These certainly wouldn't be the first time Nidak has teased the arrival of new Pokemon in this manner. Last year, the developer commemorated Pokemon Go's first anniversary with a piece of art that featured Gen 2 Pokemon.
See, I know Gen 2. After you got a Gen 2, I just like, I don't know what the fuck these people are.
Yeah,
It's because they blended some of the Gen 2 into the cartoon I used to watch as a kid.
started to.
Like
yeah.
Togepi and Ho-Ho was in the first episode, and Meryl. It's like, oh, it's a blue Pikachu.
Yeah, exactly. Blue Pikachu, which is for some reason circles on his tail.
Yeah. Meryl! Worked with a guy named Meryl, and that's all I could think of.
Next up on Pokemon Go.
Let's go.
The legendary Pokemon Regice.
It is.
Has been a fixture of raid battles since it debuted on Pokemon Go last month, but it won't be available for much longer. The legendary Titan is only scheduled to appear until this Thursday, July 19th.
You got 2 days, people.
Man!
So after you're done
sucks.
Prime Day, get your phone, get out there, start catching Pokemon.
That sucks. I wanted to catch another one.
You have one?
I have 2.
Where the hell did you catch them?
Raids. To do a raid.
I've never done a raid.
Don't worry, Pep. We have the.
That's unfair.
We have this little chat
That's unfair.
that
That's unfair.
the Pep raid, and then whenever a raid happens, we all come running. I was in a meeting and we had a raid announcement alerted in my thing, and I was like, "Excuse me, I have to step out for a minute."
I'm reporting your shit to Niantic so they get rid of all that shit.
I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble, but hey, it worked.
Reporting that shit. Like, that can't be one anymore. It's not fair.
As other legendary Pokemon players will first need to team up with other trainers in person at gyms to battle Rice. And only after the legendary has been defeated, they will get a chance to capture it. I've defeated him probably 6 times now. I've only captured him twice. It's a little depressing.
Runs away.
You run out of Pokeballs. So when you do a
How many fucking Pokeballs do you have? Like,
when you do a raid,
yeah.
you get white Pokeballs.
Okay.
Which
That's racist.
if you tits, because I traded her the thing I caught today, because that's why I had to do that's why I had to run out, because I didn't have one now, because I traded it to her. Because I told her, I was like, I don't give a shit. I was getting up in a raid, and I did. And she goes, "What kind of Pokeball is this?" And I was like, "It's a raid ball, because when you raid, you only get X amount of Pokeballs for it. So
That's bullshit.
everyone gets 7 Pokeballs when you do the raid. And then if your team owns the gym, Team Yellow, woo! We never own it. You get 2 balls, and then based upon percentage of damage of your team, woo! Team Yellow, never in the top, never even close. That's bottom last every time. You get extra bonus balls based on that. So you can get up to, I think, like 16 Pokeballs if, like, you know, your team does the most damage, your team owns the gym, blah, 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 blah. Never happens. I'm lucky if I get, like, 10.
I still can't get over you picked yellow.
I know, I fucked up. Anyway.
Everything else you do is red.
Yeah, I know, right? So I got it. So that's basically what it is. And then you get berries and good old
Berries and cream.
golden berries, which you probably don't have any because you don't actually do
I
red.
have some pineapples, bananas, and raspberries.
Yeah, well, it's basically a raspberry, but on crack. I use the crap out of them because I barely use them, and then you keep them, so it's just like, oh look, it's a 2000 CP monster. I'll just throw a golden raspberry. One flick, I caught the damn thing because it's designed for legendary Pokemon, and I use it on basic Pokemon. Anyway, and then you get your magical candies. I forget what the hell they're called that I can feed to my Pokemon. They gave me candies.
Rare candies? No.
Rare, yeah, the rare ones.
That's what they are in the regular game.
I think they are called rare candies. And then, so you get them, and then, I got probably close to 20 of them. I had over 60 of them, and I killed them all. And then, in literally a week time frame, I got another fucking 20. It's problematic when you raid a lot.
I hate you.
But in other news, because what's his name's leaving, apparently, which I can't fucking believe is the case, which I hope to God it's not. They're putting Zapdos in there, so that's gonna be the next boss.
That is your symbol.
I understand, but I have 2 of them already.
I'll take one.
It's like, why are you?
I feel like I'm gonna just make you the raid guy now.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Like, all right, so like, I have no purpose of doing these raids now. But that's what
you're doing for Chris.
That's what I heard.
Do it for the people. Do it for the rock.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope to God that's not it. I hope it's actually something legit, not.
I mean, I'll take them, the ones you don't use.
I think I freaking threw a couple away to get candies.
I hate you. I hate you.
You
You know what I got? A bunch of Pidgeys and Rattatas.
I get so many fucking Rattatas. They piss me off. Apparently, Philly's riddled with them.
Rats.
Yeah, you would think I would get more Pidgeys. I get way more Pidgeys out here than I do in Philly. All I get is fucking rats in Philly. It's ridiculous how many rats I get.
I think it's speaking volumes to the city itself.
Yeah, because if I don't, I have to clean my the Pokemon out every day of Rattatas. Every goddamn day. Because if I don't, probably at least twice a day, I will have probably close to 50 Rattatas by the end of the day.
That's awful.
It is ridiculous.
Well, you just catch everything that just pops up, like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You can transfer them before you even put them in your bag, right?
No, I didn't know that. I catch them, go to the next one, catch them, go to the next one, catch them.
Because I had to start doing that with Pidgeys. Because that's all the pops around here.
Yeah.
Although when I was in Boston, caught a couple of weird things. Got a different type of Rattata. There's like the purple one that's from the original game.
The Alola.
Yeah.
I catch a crap.
The black one with the mustache.
Half of mine I catch are that guy.
The black one with the mustache, right?
Yeah, you can upgrade him and he comes into a different upgrade Rattata.
Yeah, a black Raticate instead.
Yeah, which I'm like, I don't get you, but that's fine.
Whoops.
Anyway, next Community Day, guys, has been announced. Pokemon Go has shared details about its next month, August Community Day. Will kick off on Saturday, August 4th. August 11th. And unlike previous events, it will return for an encore the following day, August 12th, giving players 2 chances to participate next month. Despite being available for an extra day, August Community Day will still each only run for 3 hours, as was the case with the previous events.
Did you catch a Squirtle with the sunglasses?
No.
Because we were at softball when that went down.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't like how they do that. That's because it's a 3 hour. We have such a small window that if you're doing something, you're completely screwed. There's no way.
Like softball.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna be able to do anything. So you have 3 hours, and this time is featuring Eevee.
So I have to admit, the Let's Go for the Switch, I am super stoked for. Have you seen gameplay for that?
No.
Did you ever play the original Pokemon games on the Game Boy? Like, I'm talking black and... Okay. It's that, but now you're a 3D person walking around the world, rather than, like, the 16-bit bullshit. Yeah. I'm so stoked for that.
I mean, I think I may have played some of the... I know I played it in the color version.
So probably Pikachu, or Yellow, or, like, Silver, or...
I was going to say, it was one of those.
So you got second-gen Pokemon.
Yeah, well... Yeah, I don't remember really catching the first gen ones, but there's a mixture between both.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was I had fun with it. It's just you just walk around and then all of a sudden, oh my god, a Pokemon appears.
Yes, so that's exactly what they're bringing to the Switch, but 3D.
Yeah.
And you can actually ride when you have to surf your Pokemon or fly with you're on them.
Yeah. And
I'm
then
stoked.
I don't know if it's gonna be like you legitimately have to walk or not.
It didn't look like
it's
it.
Supposed to sink in really well with Pokemon.
The problem with that is there's no GPS on it.
Oh.
So the walk around part still probably has to be on your phone, and then you link it.
Yeah, because like I said, Pokemon it does link with Pokemon Go.
So in theory, all the work I'm doing now, I could send these Pokemon to that.
Yeah.
In theory.
In theory, yes. Because instead of what I think what it is, instead of transferring to Professor, it transfers to you.
That would have been nice before you killed them all.
Yeah.
You send it just like this little piece of candy back.
Yeah. The candy thing's a little weird, but it is what it is.
Well, is that all you got?
That's all I got.
We are at the 9 o'clock hour.
Woo!
So I guess I'll kick it to you. What do you got to plug besides your penis, which you didn't do 9 months ago?
I know, right? Please email me at dacemanshow@gmail.com. I will respond back. I know no one ever talks to me. A lot of times I just ping it to this guy anyway.
It's true.
That's pretty much all I got. I keep trying to flirt with streaming, but that shit just doesn't work right now because of how screwed up my house is. But I'm hoping, since I'll be off for the next week and a half, I can finish all these damn projects and then go from there.
That's my hope. Month of August to get back into it, because in theory I stopped traveling. Knock on wood, because next thing you know, like, hey, you're moving.
Yeah. Because I have a couple things I still want to do from PAX that I just literally just haven't had the time to sit down and do, which is the problem.
Yeah.
I got invited into remember the robot game?
Yes.
So I got invited into the I got a code for that.
For the beta or alpha?
I actually went into pre-release.
Oh, nice. Game looked fun.
It is. I played a little bit. I haven't played it nowhere near as much as I really like to. It is interesting. It's a lot better in my own personal space. Like they clearly, which I don't understand why the hell they didn't have it up there, is that they gave you a lot more items to start out with now than what they gave you in the tutorial at PAX, which I thought was kind of crazy. Like you got enough to actually like kind of like create your own like initial starter base. Granted, it was a small starter base, but they gave you enough to do it. Where in the other one, in PAX, you actually had to go around collecting this shit. Which didn't make sense because you would think you would want people to actually play and like build things, because that was kind of like what interested me the most in it. And you actually give you enough to actually create a worker person to go out and collect shit for you.
Yeah.
But the only problem is no one. There was like one or two people online playing it, so I was pretty much playing by myself, which kind of sucks. Because I think it'd be a lot better with other people. And obviously there are some issues. Like sometimes it will spawn you in like high level zones, which for some stupid reason I don't know why. And then it will cause issues for you. But like I said, I played a little. I may have only put like 2-3 hours into it. But I'm having fun with it. I want to stream it. I just
life
just doesn't. Yeah, life. Happens, and then you're just like, God damn it.
That's why I think it's fair to say, hopefully by August, again, my travel dies down at that point.
Well, see, my thing is like, as I'm working on my basement, which some of you may or may not know, and then my thing is I want to put up a thing. I want to create like a screen or something that I could put up behind me, and then actually get a camera. And actually set up something for me to actually be able to like stream.
So you see his face.
Yeah, and it'd be a little bit more professional than what I was doing. But my basement's still a fucking disaster zone because I only got half of it done, and then we realized the baby's coming early. God damn it! So then I had to fucking switch gears and work on upstairs to finish the nursery, and I just like lost all motivation to actually finish the basement. But, like I said, and a lot of it's just because of work, because I was really killing myself trying to do all this work and not take PTO. But now, like I said, the kid, I'll have a week and a half off. Hopefully I can get a lot of my projects done and actually get the basement completed. Because like I said, I bought freaking a TV and a sound system, so I got to finish the basement in order to set it up. And then go from there. Because I also think I want to move the PlayStation downstairs as well.
Makes sense.
Because if I do that, then I can also set
Link
up.
it into your computer and
I can
do what we do down here.
I can either do that or, well, actually, I could do that because I can just run it exactly where I ran my my Ethernet cable. God, I bought such a long Ethernet cable, and I just keep moving the fucking things closer and closer together. I bought 50 feet of it, and then because I needed it, like legitimately needed it, because of how it had to snake through my house. Now I only need like maybe 25, and now if I move it into the basement with me, I might need maybe 10. It's like, God, all this extra cord for no reason.
Well, fun. Hope, like I said, August will probably be a good target date for us to show back up and start streaming some games. Also, it'll give us time to start prepping ourselves for what will be coming sooner than later, the next Game-a-thon. So
I'm actually kind of hoping we can get to do another one of those montages. I actually really had fun doing it. You might not have because you had to do all the fucking editing.
the variety show.
The variety show, yeah, or whatever you want to call them.
It would be fun.
I thought that was pretty good. I don't know. They keep talking one a month. I don't know. I think it's a little
Could be one a quarter.
optimistic with our group. But I was thinking that too. Maybe
Spoiler alert: there's not going to be a July one.
Yeah, I
don't think we'll pump one out quick enough.
Yeah, it's really hard getting all our schedules to align.
Which
we got lucky for that month that everyone was pretty much free for.
And it was still the last week.
Weeks.
Yeah, it was still like the last week where we shoved everything in.
But we had everyone just happened to be free, and that does not happen at all.
As you can tell.
Yeah. Somebody's over here trying to get a vacation together, and the person setting it all up bails.
Yeah.
It's just like that's just how this group works.
Yep. So
yeah.
Anyway, like I said, August will probably be a good time for us to get back into some of the streaming, dip our feet back in. I got a shitload of games I want to get into.
I'm really hoping at the end of this month.
I might be able to get into it next week.
I just need to, because I'm thinking after next week, if I can get all this, if I get what I want to get done, I should be pretty much good to go.
And then maybe him doing it will make me want to do it. So
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Cool note, check out the all-new and improved DaceManShow.com, because 2 Fridays ago I found out everything went away. So it's brand new. Everything's rebuilt. I know there's a section that says conventions right now. I am currently rebuilding that section. If you were looking for an older review we wrote long ago, I apologize. They're gone. There is no way to get those back. But we will have all our video game reviews back up, because luckily we did those on a video medium. And what did that teach me as a person hosting a website? Every review should be a video review now. This way, YouTube hosts a lot better. But it's new and improved. We have a whole new shop on there for all our t-shirt merches and stuff like that. The Adventureland section's back up. We're waiting on some big news from them. But we will be with them in a couple weeks. They will be doing a WWE Superstar signing. We'll be there for some free play. They're doing Carmella from 11:30 to 12 on the 27th. And then from 12 to 2:30, the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, will be there. And we'll be there the whole time so you can play video games as you wait to meet your favorite stars. And hopefully we'll start scheduling some tournaments again once they get settled. So the reason why we haven't been scheduling is it worked for us because we've been fucking busy like crazy. And they're going through something that will be announced hopefully soon. And when they do, we'll start announcing our tournaments again too, if it's feasible. But again, all new, brand new, thedacemanshow.com. We have everything under. We also did something too. We moved all of our content under the Basement Protocol Productions flag. So if you're looking for some of your favorite series like Franks for Everything, Fictional Corruption, Musically Challenged, it's now under that button because the Dace Man Show isn't really copyrightable because you can't copyright the word man or the, and I'm Dace. So Basement Protocols is what's going to be the production company. And hopefully I can get something started big out of Basement Protocol in the months to come. We'll see if it works out. If you notice, the Facebook page for Basement Protocol is back, as well as another little Easter egg page that's out there that's related to Basement Protocol. Follow us on Twitter at The Dace Man Show. Follow me on Twitter at The Dace Man. You can follow everybody else that's been scrolling up here above. They're at Cheever right now, Cheever212. Then you can like us on Facebook.com/The Dace Man Show. the consistent source that keeps getting updated. So we might not be on Twitch all the time. We might not be on the website. Facebook usually has what we're doing announced quickly, which gets linked to our Twitter. So we have an Instagram at the Dace Man Show. And lastly, twitch.tv/DaceManFriends. Give us a heart. Follow. I would say subscribe. Maybe wait a month. See how we are when it comes to gaming. And then make your decision. But follow if you want to notice when we're going online and start playing some games. I got Shaq Fu. I will play Shaq Fu sometime on twitch.tv.
Damn.
Yes. And they have DLC content for Barack Fu. So I will be playing the shit out of that game, as well as a bunch of Switch games that I got. And I just keep buying games from GameStop because they go, hey, Chris, there's a deal. And I go, okay, that makes sense. And I buy it.
Perfect sense.
No, it's not, because there's a good chance I won't play it unless you, the people, make me play it.
People.
Or if Gibby makes me play it. Anyway, that's pretty much our show in a nutshell. For the few,